A Greenville football player died a week after being severely injured in a high school football game. Jeremiah Williams died Friday after breaking two of his vertebrae in last week's game against Madison Central. Kendall Green went to find out what football players across the state can do to make sure they stay safe in collision sports.
Gary Stroud is a manager of sports medicine at the Hattiesburg Clinic, and he says he's seen a variety of sports injuries in his career. One of the most critical mistakes football players and athletes in other collision sports should avoid is dropping their head when making contact.
One of the things that I know that I've told athletes before is, especially in football, is you really want them to hit what they see. Keep your head up.
He says if you're going to tackle a person, make sure you can see them and keep your head and eyes up the whole way through.
Put their face mask in their shoulder pads, things like that, where they're not really dipping the crown of their head down to tackle somebody.
He adds serious injuries can occur when players have their heads down when making contact.
When you start leaning down and you start having that axial load, that's what it's called. That's when the crown of your head takes a hit and it loads up your cervical spine. You're really putting yourself at issue to have some type of neck injury.
Those actions can result in a variety of injuries.
Whether that's a disc problem or a fractured vertebrae to where it pinches a nerve and it may cause paralysis. It may be permanent. It may be just for that time being. So any time that you lead with the head, you're really putting yourself at risk.
Stroud points out that education is key.
Throughout our year, I think Mississippi's had several kids already that's died, and usually it's our South Heat that gets kids, and so just educating.
That will take help from athletic trainers and coaches.
It's just like a kid with a concussion. Concussions are all symptom related. It's not something that I can see other than maybe if you're wobbly and your balance is terrible, but everything else is you're telling me you have a headache, you're telling me you're nauseous.
In Hattiesburg, Kendall Green, WDAM on your side.
There's a variety of tools available for coaches and players from medical professionals out there on avoiding critical injuries. Find out more at our website, WDAM.com.